I have a hip going haywire, and so it's got arthritis in it, so I can't stand too long anymore. Well, thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. I'd like to start with something because I forgot his name that started with some scripture, and I thought I'd start with the Constitution and the U.S. Constitution. And you hear from the federal government and especially the Democrat Party, this is our democracy, democracy this, democracy that. I'm sure some of you know what kind of government we have. Anybody? Huh?
Constitutional republic.
A constitutional republic. If you can keep it. Who said that?
Benjamin Franklin.
Benjamin Franklin. So, okay, now where's that found in the Constitution?
Yeah, well, in the articles.
Article?
The Article 1?
No, Article 4, Section 4. And I just wanted to read that to you. And I think it's a very important aspect of our Constitution. And it says, Article 4, Section 4, the U.S. Constitution guarantees every state a Republican form of government to provide for protection against invasion, domestic violence, and allows states to request the federal assistance at times of significant unrest and violence. Well, I think we have a little bit of that going on in the United States. But what do you think the founders found a Republican form of government? Did anybody know that? Yeah.
Because men cannot be trusted with power.
Well, that's a good thing. But anybody know where it's found? I'm a student of early American history. I love early American history.
The Iroquois Confederation?
No. Well, the founders are all Christians. There wasn't Buddhists and Muslims and all the other culture. There's only the denominations here. They found the Republican form of government in the Bible. And they found it in the Old Testament. And it was when Joshua was going into the Promised Land, they had no king. And they were gonna, every man and woman and child was going to learn the laws of God. And that's how they founded all the schools, teaching the laws of God. And that's why we call it a self-governing nation. But we came a long ways from a self-governing nation to schools that are more secular and are not actually teaching the Bible like they used to. So I thought I'd just give you that little tidbit. So I'm going to start with 5974. You heard that bill? 5974, law enforcement bill. That law enforcement bill is a bad bill. And they're going to be fighting over it in the House. And I want to say the House is doing a bumper job on fighting bills. The Senate is a little on the lazy side. But I was talking to Matt Marshall, one of my state reps, and I was just excited about all the amendments and how the way they're doing it and the process they're doing it, and it's very skillful over there. But over in the Senate, let's not do too many amendments. Pick your best 5, and they don't really fight a bill, and it's a little depressing how they don't fight too hard in the Senate. The people, I mean, they try their hardest, and there's a lot of good speakers, a lot of good knowledge, but they don't fight like the House does. The House will be there till 1, 2 in the morning. I used to be in the House. I was there in 2004. We were up until the first sex ed bill that came through in the House wasn't even close to the one they have now. We were up till 2 in the morning, 7 hours fighting that sex ed bill. We had tons of movement on it. We didn't win, but they paid for it. But I love the fight in the House. It's great. And they might win a few. That's if you put enough amendments on that tax bill, they're thrilled to put a ton on that tax bill. Well, law enforcement, they're after Keith Swank. That's their main man. is they're going after Keith Swank. Keith Swank made a statement down there. You probably all saw, I think a lot of you saw that statement Keith Swank made. Well, he did, the Law and Justice Chair, Gingrich, didn't actually use his name when we were debating this bill, but she used his statement. And she said he was wearing a gun too. I was cracking up. She said she was scared.
She should be scared.
Yeah. Anyways, they're after Keith, but this is a bad bill. They're starting a commission, a separate agency commission, to take out people they don't like. What do you think they're actually doing? They want DEI officers all over the state. They want to change these to woke agencies. And of course, we have a woke executive here in Pierce County, and he's part of this wokeness. And they want that be all appointments. They want to get rid of all the sheriffs. That's their goal. And this bill is a really bad bill. It is, it's got a lot of other bad areas in it, but the main area, they got this commission, and it's going to be self-appointed commission by the governor, and they're going to go after everybody that they don't like. And they don't like law and order anymore. So they might go after people for law and order too, as well. And there's another sheriff, if this bill passes, he's going to lose his job because he has never been officially gone through training. But he's been elected twice by the people in his county. But this bill would knock him off because he has to go through training, officer training. And I don't know if he can actually get through that training or not by now. But he's another one that would get knocked off right away. And I don't remember what county he is. But it's Eastern Washington, though. Yeah, and they love him. Yeah. So, anyways, that bill, you can comment on that in the House still. And there was about 11 or 12,000 people, I think, put a con on that bill. But it needs a lot more, because the sheriff, independent sheriff, a constitutional sheriff is important. Keith Swank, some of the reason they didn't like him, he came in, I'm not going to enforce unconstitutional laws. And mind you, Olympia has passed many unconstitutional laws, and especially gun laws. He's not going to go in his house, not going to go around and look and see if you got all your guns in the safe. He's not going to do it, and he's not going to violate his oath of office that he takes on the federal Constitution. And they've been trying to mess with this oath for a while. In fact, they put the laws first when they write these bills, the laws of Washington State, then they put the oath of Washington State Constitution, then they put the U.S. Constitution down there. And they're trying to force this on school boards, because they have to force all the laws. They don't want them even paying attention to the federal government and our constitutional. It is a disaster what's going on. Well, anyways, I was going to hit an important bill that Cindy had over there. She touched on it a little bit. It is the income tax bill. It is a Peterson bill. Peterson, Capitol Hill, Peterson, where Frank Chop came from, same district. You might know Frank Chop, didn't you? Was you?
I did.
Yeah.
I know Peterson too. He's the guy who is a little confused about girls and boys.
He doesn't know what a woman is, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this bill really shows how blatantly they want to violate the Constitution. It is clear in the Constitution that all taxes, property taxes, not just your property, that means everything you own, property, your wallet, your money, whatever, that's property, can't be more than 1%. And it has to be uniform. So it's pretty simple if you get in front of a court and they see this. It's going to be an easy, well, it has to be a decent judge, and it should be easy to overturn this law because it's so unconstitutional. They came up with a story. The state of Washington had voted 10 times and struck down an amendment to the Constitution on the ballot 10 times. The process, they don't have the process because they're missing 2 of us. They need 2 more Senate seats to do a constitutional amendment. So they don't want to do that process. But we should have known this for years because they've been talking about the Constitution is changeable. Then the founders meant to have it changed and over time and evolutionally different. And it's been talked to the Democrats for years, and here we are. They really don't care about the Constitution, obviously. And it makes it very tough in Washington State because they own the judges and they own the Supreme Court. And they know they're going to get a good decision on the Supreme Court here in the state of Washington. And violating their oath of office. There was probably the biggest number of people that weighed in con is on this bill. The 60 to 70,000 people did. That's the most than any bill in the history.
But we're trying to beat you in the House, so we need more sign-ons, con.
Yeah, so now they can sign on again, over there. Yeah.
But they're too state dirty.
So another issue, remember Iman, he ran a 1% sales tax? Mm-hmm. Well, that's a legal sales tax. Not sales tax, shouldn't be property tax bill. That's a legal property tax bill. All these years we've been paying more than 1%. That wasn't legal under our constitutional law. It's only 1% on property. So they've been ripping us off for years. And now they had last year, it hadn't passed, but they had bills to allow counties to raise up to 3% without the vote of the people. And that bill, they didn't, I heard it was around, but they didn't get through in committees this year. But this property tax bill, which cities it is 6346. Yeah. Is that right?
6346.
6346. I
don't know if it's the ones.
Oh yeah, 6346. That one you can call in 1-800-562-6000. Anybody can do that, or you can email. That's an easy way to do it. The operator down there will know you right away. You give them an address and everything, and they know your district. Then they'll ask you one to send them to your state rep and senator. Bang, they'll all go there to them. So that's 1-800-562-6000. Really simple. And they're there on Saturdays as well. Excellent to do. So, anyways, any questions on anything at all?